creative designers, welcome again to my YouTube channel. In case you are new here, my name is Gift, and if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so today we are going to be doing a simple DIY video on how to get the right skin tone illusion net for your clients. Now, I know how difficult getting the right shade, the shade that matches exactly with the skin tone of your client can be. I know how difficult that can be. And that is why I have compiled this simple step-by-step video on how to go about it the very next time you need to work with illusion mesh. Okay, so if this is something you love to learn, or if this is something you've gone through before and you love to have a solution to it, then this video is for you. So without further ado, let's go straight into today's video. Welcome back, creative designers. Okay, so to start with, you'll be needing different shades of illusion skin tone nets, just like we have on the table. You want to get as many as possible that you can lay your hands on, and you also want to go for the inexpensive ones. Okay, make sure you go for the inexpensive ones. These are actually leftovers from what I had before. Okay, and these are the following things you'll be needing. You need your tape measure, a pair of scissors, your needle, and of course a plain sheet of paper whereby you're going to measure about 6.5 inches by 6.5 inches on the four sides of the paper. Now what we want to create here is a square. You want to cut out a square on the plain sheet of paper. No measurements. Okay, you can use 10, you can use 5, you can do whatever suits you. Now that we've cut out that particular shape, like I said, is a 6.5 by 6.5 inches on the four sides of the paper, which makes it a square. Now after getting that, the next thing you want to do is to layer up your skin tone mesh. Okay, so you want to pick up all the numbers you have, the skin tone mesh you have. If it is 15, if it is 10, if it is 20, layer them on top of each other just like you see me do in the video. Layer them up, make sure they are properly arranged, make sure you do not have wrinkle whatsoever underneath. And when you're done arranging that, please, I repeat, make sure you do not have any wrinkle whatsoever underneath. Make sure they are properly arranged. Okay, now that you've gotten that, pick up the square paper you cut out and place it on top of the layered illusion net that you have. Pin them down, pin it to the layered illusion net, pin them down just to secure the piece of paper. Next, you want to cut out the exact same shape of the paper from the layered illusion net. Okay, so the reason why we have this paper in the first place is to give us a guide on the kind of shape we want. Okay, so now I'm done cutting out all the layered illusion nets, and this is what we have. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is to remove all the pins except one. Okay, so this is the shape we have. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3. By the way, so you want to remove all the pins, and then you go ahead and stitch one part of the paper just like so by 1/2 inch. You could decide to leave the paper, or you could decide to cut it out just like I did in the video. Now you can see all the layered illusion nets that we have cut out and stitched together. Now this is where the magic happens. Okay, so pay close attention. For you to be able to identify the particular number or the particular shade that works for your client, what you want to do is to label your paper tape just like you see me do in the video. Number the paper tape, and then place each number on top of each illusion net. So I'm just going to go ahead and do all of that. I have about 10 or 12 or so. So I will number each of them: number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, 8, 9, and 10, and so on and so forth. So this depends on the number of layers you have for yours. At the end of the day, this is what I have. Now, I have number one. Like I said before, I have number one, I have number two. Because I've numbered them, it's easier for me to identify which particular one will work for a particular client. And this is how to use your skin tone swatch. Now, let's assume you have a client who is light skinned, but you don't know the particular skin tone mesh to use for this client. What you need to do is to pick up the swatch. Okay, so here is your swatch. You can see you can handle them easily. Pick up your swatch, then test each of the layers on the skin of your client. Okay, you test each layer on the skin of your client to determine which particular one that will suit your skin, the skin of your client. Just like you see me do here, I'm light skinned. You can see that number one cannot work for me. So I'll pick up number two, number three, number four, and then I'll keep testing. It's a test, okay? So I will do this. Well, this works, but not really too well. Let's take a look at another one. So I'm going to pick up this particular one. You can see that this one blends perfectly with my skin tone. So what I'm going to do is to um take note of that particular number. Okay, so I'll write it in front of my client's name. Let's test another one to see if it's gonna work. Okay, so this one also works for me. So I have number 7 as well. So what you want to do is to take notes of each of the numbers that you feel works better for your clients, and then write it in front of their name. When next you're going to the market, pick up your swatch just like so. Because you've written down the number, you could easily determine or buy the right shade of skin tone mesh for your client. Please make sure you always take note of the particular shade that works for your client. Now, that is exactly what I've been doing and the thing I've been doing to help me get the right shade of skin tone illusion net for my clients. I hope this helped, and I hope you'll be trying this out in your next sewing project. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.